Hi beautiful souls, it's Dan back here with day 23 of our astrology camp, where we spend 3 days, 3 minutes for 30 days chopping up your natal chart and trying to interpret each part of it. So today we're going to have a look at 4 planetary patterns: the bucket, the bowl, the bundle, and the seesaw. So planetary patterns are groupings of planets within your natal chart. It shows us kind of the overall theme and the general energy exchanges that the person is going to experience in their life. So this kind of planetary grouping, so these are the 12 houses, the dots are the planets. This kind of grouping occurs when we have most of the planets grouped together in consecutive houses with no empty houses between them, all right? And then one planet sits opposite the planets that are grouped together. All right, so there's going to be an opposition going this way. So we can see that the person who has the bucket, they've been using the energy, the energies of the planets in these houses, the signs, and they're now going to channel this energy through this planet, which we call the handle of the bucket. Okay. They have to do this in order to find fulfillment. Whatever this is going to be, it's going to become a major focus in their life because they're going to channel all these energies through this one planet. So they're trying to integrate all of this together, but it's easier when they take this and integrate it into one planet, okay? So next we have the seesaw, all right? So the seesaw occurs when we have two planetary groupings within the chart. And within one of the groupings, there should be no more than one empty house. And between the two groupings, there should be more than 2 empty houses between them. And there would be multiple oppositions. This would create a seesaw. A seesaw indicates a life of conflict in 2 seemingly incompatible areas of life that just have nothing in common. The key here is to find balance and not lean all the way towards one side of the seesaw or the other, but to find the middle ground. When balance is found, wholeness is found within the person. They're learning throughout their life how to consciously deal with conflict. This is their life lesson. The bowl occurs when we have all the planets located within one half of the natal chart with no empty houses between them. These houses, this part of the natal chart, becomes the conscious part of the person's life and personality. The empty houses, the houses and the signs that occupies those houses are just kind of left there and trapped in the unconscious mind. Actions also need to be taken within these empty houses, but they need to be taken consciously, and it's going to be quite hard for the person with this kind of planetary pattern to do because it's very unconscious. They need to do with practicality, practical thinking, a clear mind, in order for the person with the bowl to finally find fulfillment. The bundle occurs when we have planets grouped together in consecutive houses, and the planets on the edges, the final 2 planets, must not be longer than 120 degrees apart. So what this means is that we are not going to have any opposition in this chart. So no aspect of opposition. Remember, oppositions are aspects of other people, conflicts with other people. So what this means is that the person with the bundle is going to be very focused on whatever they're doing here. And it's going to seem a little bit maybe self-centered because they're not going to be aware of the impact of their actions on other people because there's no oppositions in their chart. Basically, they might be living a life with less awareness of other people, but it's not necessarily that they do need to have awareness of other people. It might just be fine for the person with the bundle. So if we have a look at Lady Gaga's chart, you can scroll down. When we scroll down to the bottom, we get some information about the chart there. It's pretty interesting. It says that her chart is a bowl shape. Okay, so if you look back at her natal chart, her first quadrant, houses 1 to 4, is empty. So Gaga is completely consciously focused on her public life and relationships with other people, while her inner world proceeds a little more unconsciously. To find fulfillment, she'll need to examine her own self a little bit more and maybe create a bit more self-awareness. So have a look at your chart right now. This is really interesting. I'd like to know what planetary patterns are located within your chart. For me, I definitely have a seesaw pattern. I've got 8 oppositions and it's not been easy to deal with, but that's my chart. So comment below what planetary patterns you have in your chart. If you're not sure, scroll down to the bottom of the page. That is 3 minutes for you today. Tomorrow I'm going to be back with more planetary patterns because that's not all of them. Like and subscribe if you like this video, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye!